Rangers ain't going to do anything the way it is right now. It is getting worse. And I mean, that is really impossible to say impossible to happen inside 6 or 7 weeks of a new season.
A result so bad, Chris Boyd left the Sky Sports studios. A result so good, Chris Sutton turned his phone back on. But to be honest, folks, I'm just no in the mood. Welcome back to Fog Football. And of course, there's obviously a lot to get into, but let's start with the elephant in the room. Russell Martin. Should I stay or should I go now? Well, what should he do? Of course I should be going, but Sky Sports News understands that Russell Martin's position is not under threat, basically backing up his comments of last night, saying that, oh, but I've spoken to Patrick, I've spoken to Kevin, and you know, my position, I'm safe. They understand it takes time. Takes time. Takes time. Takes fucking time, man. Honestly, what are we on about here? No. Time is undefeated, right? As we all know. Rocky Balboa, what a quote. And if there was a guy I'd be picking to go one-on-one with time, Russell Martin would be at the very bottom of that list. It is honestly, like, I don't think I've felt this low, man. I thought last season. See, sitting watching that last night, that was torture. Factoring in I was doing a watch along, it was even worse. Honestly, man, like the goals were just flying in. That spell just before half time where we conceded 4. You know, within this within 10, 12 minutes, man, we're conceding 4 goals, and yeah, we all knew the tie was over. But there's ways. You know what the crazy thing is? There's even ways to lose games 6-0. There is. It's like, see when we lost to Liverpool, right, 7-1, and I mean obviously Celtic have been on the end of some absolute pumpings by Barca, PSG, teams like that, right? It's like, it tends just to be like an outclassed thing, like the opposition simply has more quality, and I'm not saying that Club Brugge don't have more quality than us, because of course they do, but that last night was tactics, it was personnel, and it was, more importantly, it was effort. The players just gave up. And what I can say of teams in the past from Rangers that have lost, and you know, other teams in Scottish football that have, you know, lost heavily, it's like, you know, the effort's put in there, you can just get outclassed by a quality. That team gave up, man. And that's the worst thing about it. See, against Liverpool, I don't think we gave up. I just think it was a collapse. And I mean, we had, like, I mean, look at the state. An 18-year-old at the back in James Sands hardly fills anyone with any confidence. Bit of construction going on, if anyone's wondering. But it's like that last night. See, Club Brugge, if they wanted double digits, they could have very easily made it double digits last night. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Right, we're very lucky. They took the foot off the gas at Ibrox, and they took the foot off the gas here. They took the foot off the gas at Ibrox after 20 odd minutes, and then obviously they're at home in this leg, so they probably went, we'll give our home fans a little something to cheer about. And then they went 5-0 up, and yeah, they made it 6, but they took their foot off the gas, man. It got to the point where when we actually did defend, our fans are sitting there clapping and celebrating. I mean, what the fuck is this, man? What is that? You know, I mean, there's a lot of talk this Sunday about, oh, you know, it's a shite game, and it will be a shite game. I mean, that's probably the only thing I can assure you of this season. But, you know, see when the dust settles on this game on Sunday, one team is going to go on to win the league title. One team is probably going to win a double. One team maybe win a treble. It won't be the team in blue. We've nothing. See with Russell Martin, we won't even... people joke about bottom 6. I wouldn't bet against it, finishing in the bottom 6 with Russell Martin. Now, thankfully, I do believe he will be getting sacked very soon. I know he's not gone away today, but this ain't getting better. Every loan needs cancelled. Russell Martin needs punted. I mean, just hire them a minibus and drive them back to England, because that's pretty much where he signed everyone from, you know what I mean? The Diddy leagues. And yeah, all the loans, man. Mikey Moore. See Tottenham. If they had any sense, they would pull Mikey Moore at the firing line. And here, I don't think the kid's done anything, but that's the thing. I don't think he's done anything, but I don't think he's done anything wrong. But if you want to talk about saving a career before, I mean, who knows what this could do to him? Somebody like him, and I just hope all these parent clubs are like, you know, hey, see what Rangers are doing right now, man. We need to pull the plug, because that's what needs to happen. It's honestly, I just don't know. But yeah, we'll get into what Sutton and Boyd said now, because I mean, like I said, Martin's going nowhere yet. Yeah, and I guess we'll start with Sutton. So he turned his phone back on. He tweeted something at half time along the lines of, I don't think Rangers are going to get back into this one. And that's what, honestly, man, has no one noticed a trend over like the recent years, right? Well, Celtic will have a bad result, right? I'm not saying they go to the Champions League every year, right? Because that doesn't really happen, but something will happen to Celtic. They might draw in the league, right? Something like that, or a bad result in Europe. And then the next day, or whatever, Rangers just end up doing something worse. Because this whole midweek, right, well, for 24 hours, it was Rangers fans laughing at Celtic fans, and it's like comic relief, man. It's rock freaking bottom how it can. I mean, yeah, I expected a tough game against Bruges. I didn't really think we'd do anything, right? I did predict a draw, but that was basically just because I thought Club Bruges would play with his foot off the gas. But no, I got it wrong. And like, you're thinking, right, if we lose, maybe the team will learn something. Maybe it'll be like 2-1, you know, even 2-0 or something. But 6-0, unacceptable, man. And we'll move on to what Kris Boyd had to say, because Jesus Christ Almighty. Now, obviously, he did leave during the game and put his wee cardboard cutout up, but that he did return. That was just for a bit of banter. But this is what he said when he returned, and I quote, "I'm back at 6 and it's Tozelis. It was a ball into the edge of the box and he's just passed it by Jack Butland. This is absolutely embarrassing. You speak about performances that get managers the sack. This is heading in that direction. I struggle to see a way back for Russell after this. Fans are already on his case. It's going to be a long way back for him now." End of quote. Right, it's done. I mean, the guy's the worst manager in Rangers Football Club history. Look at the win percent. We have played, 10 games under this guy, and we've won 3. And like, if you said that going into this season, right, you probably would have assumed, right, well, I was going to say you probably would have assumed, you would have been under the, you would have had to assume, well, in order to play 10 games, you would have had to, in some capacity, win some to get more European qualifiers. But at the same time, I guess we could have lost to Panathinaikos, lost the Europa League qualifiers, and then lost the Conference League qualifiers. But to think that we have won 3 out of 10, right? Not one of them is in the league. One of them was against Alloa, right? It's not even like the cup game was a hard game away somewhere. But in the last 16, when it's that seeded pish, you're never really going to get a hard game. 3 out of 10, a 30% winning ratio. Celtic up next, Hearts and Hibs, 2 tough away days, and then you've got to factor in what the Europa League draw's got in store, man. Where does that? How does this even get any better? I mean, I guarantee. See, when Russell Martin does get sacked, which I believe we lose heavily on Sunday, I think he will be away. He has to go, man. Has to go. I mean, what win percentage is that? Be like 28 or something. Either or, I'll make a prediction. When he gets sacked, they'll have a worse win percentage than 30%, because he's not winning on Sunday. Not a chance. The team that can't defend versus the team that can't attack. I'll let you in the wee secret. We can't attack either. You know, at least if there's one thing Celtic can do, it's defend. You know, a lot of clean sheets this season. What have we done? We've shat the bed. The sheets have needed cleaned one too many times. Anyway, folks, that'll leave it for this wee video. Martin's going nowhere. Later on the day, I think there'll be a few videos about Miovski, Adamida, because they look like they're on their way out. And by God, there's one thing I know, man. We need more than Bojan Miovski. I think Celtic need a wee bit more as well. So, yeah, leave your thoughts down below. Till next time, it's rock bottom. I've never felt this low after a game.